Okay, let us continue on air compressor system. Okay, so we have RENKEI assessment 2 for air compressor. Okay, so the same as previously, the input that you need to provide, the general information of your air compressor. Okay, so you need to choose whether single or multiple compressor with the load optimization, the number of compressor, the number of compressed air header. And for the existing control method, please select between unit control or individual discharge control. Okay, and then here is a bit simple than boiler because we just have really electricity consumption. So fill in that information, your electricity consumption, and it will provide you the preliminary result. Okay, you can go fast with this. Okay, so for the configuration, part 2 configuration, you need to choose you need to select the type of air compressor you have. Okay, please select whether it is a centrifugal, screw or reciprocating compressor, and then you need to select the type of compressor control, the type of control available at your compressor. Okay, so this is the number, and that number indicate the type of compressor because it's quite long, so we make it short. We just choose the number. Please ensure that you choose a correct number. Okay, next on the equipment specification. Okay, just like the boiler, but here you need to specify your specification design of your air compressor in terms of the rated motor power, in terms of the rated flow rate capacity in this unit, and then the minimum operation pressure. Okay, please use the unit here. Okay, and then the next part would be on the operation of the operation information of the compressor. Okay, as you can see here, there are about, I divide the period of operation into 6 periods. Okay, period 1 to 6, and then for each of this period you can define the status. Okay, this is because we want to our team want to know better on how do you operate your compressor. Okay, so you can have the operation status, and then operating hour for each of this period, the number of operating compressor, how many compressor are operate at that particular period, the average load of operating compressor, the operating rate, the air demand for each of the period. That's why you make it different period. Okay, so it could be steady operation, low load, high load, shutdown or startup operation. Okay, you can have it. Okay, and then the second part will be on the individual operating capacity of the compressor. Okay, so if you have 12 compressor, you can key in all of it, but if you think it's quite troublesome to key in one by one, okay, you can insert 1 or 0, meaning to say at that particular period, if you key in 1, meaning to say that compressor is operating, or 0 if it is not operating. Or if you are very diligent, you can key in all the exact value of the operating capacity of the compressor. Okay, so this is the important part for further analysis on a RENKEI potential. How do you operate your compressor? Our team, our RENKEI control expert know what to do with it. Okay, the next part would be on the last part. Okay, so compressor only have 5 parts. There is no hearing question for this time being. Okay, so you just need to choose the control system hardware and the data monitoring and measuring point. Okay, just about the same as our previous 2 equipment. Okay, let's try this. Okay, before we go to the example, I believe we need to talk about the output. Okay, so the output for the air compressor, okay, as you can see, the formula are the same, the output also the same. okay, the same output, and then the number of that indication whether it is a high or moderate or low energy saving are just the same. What are the different? Which is the percentage. Okay, the percentage. Okay, so the percentage for air compressor saving would be 3 or 10%, depend on the control unit method that you have. Okay, so 3% for unit control, 10% for the individual discharge pressure control. Okay, so higher percentage of energy saving if you have individual discharge pressure control. Okay, so for further question, please reach out our team, okay, about this. Okay, let us try the example. Okay, let us try a simple example. We have here about 6 compressor. Okay, we have 6 compressor with electricity consumption, their type, their control method, control type, their rated motor, rated capacity, the minimum pressure. Okay, so this is just simple example together with the operation part. Okay, so let us key in this into our RENKEI assessment tool. Okay, so this is RENKEI assessment tool for the compressor. Okay, everything is just the same as before. Okay, so you can start to key in. Okay, okay, where's the slide? Okay, so that's the slide. Okay, so we have multiple. Okay, and then for the load optimization, just the same. If you have done it before, just write it, or you are interested to know more. Okay, so the number of compressor, there are 6 number of compressor. For the compressed air header, there are 2. Okay, there are 2 header. The existing control method, okay, this will determine the percentage. Okay, so the default value is 3 here. Okay, so if I choose individual discharge pressure control, it will automatically update to 10% of expected fuel save, electricity saving. Okay, so we have our yearly electricity consumption about. Okay, here you don't have to choose the unit. Okay, we just directly use kilowatt hour per year. Okay, so don't choose any unit here. Don't ask me where is the choose the selection for the unit. You don't have to do it here. Okay, just get in the value. Okay, with electricity tariff 0.355. okay, so it will calculate for you the yearly electricity cost, and then the emission factor is 0.4, so we calculate for you the expected CO2 reduction. Okay, so here you have expected low energy saving. Okay, okay, we just proceed first. Okay, of course this is the example for the low energy saving. I don't put all the example to be high. Okay, this is the example if you have low energy saving, but you can play around with this number, okay, to see what are the effect on the on your percentage. Okay, so do it there to be that value. Okay, you can key in your own value. Okay, so the second part will be on the configuration. Okay, you have to choose. Okay, so I have here 3 screw compressor and 3 centrifugal. Screw compressor, please choose S. Okay, at the first air header, compressed air header. Okay, I have 3 screw compressor on top. Okay, and another compressor on the bottom. With the screw compressor is load and unload. Please refer your own copy of slide. Okay, I believe it's quite small if you want to use directly here, but for me it's okay. Okay, so the control type will be on load and unload, which is load and unload is number 1. Okay, so this is also number 1. Okay, and then we have another compressor. Okay, the type would be on centrifugal compressor, as you can see here. Okay, the type would be centrifugal, so please select C. Okay, with the type of control of load unload plus IGV, inlet guard bin. Okay, IGV, so it's number 2. Okay, it's number 2. Okay, so we already have our it's high. It have high potential to apply RENKEI, but based on the yearly electricity consumption, we can just expect the low energy saving. Okay, that is because of my number. Okay, the number that we key in. Okay, but it still have the high potential to apply RENKEI control. Okay, and then the specific information for the compressor. Okay, we shall move. Okay, we have it here. Okay, about 320 each. 320 each. Okay, and then about 5 to 4 to 5. Okay, and then the estimated. Please use your own design specification. Okay, I just key in this some sample. Okay, okay, I have this value. Okay, and then the minimum operation pressure in bar. Okay, I have 5 and 4. Okay, so that's the number. Okay, so moving on to operation information, we have about 6 period. Okay, 6 period of operation. Okay, next slide. Okay, but I have, for simplification, I put it here 2 period. Okay, it is a steady state operation and high load operation. Okay, and then the operating hour 8. Okay, this is also 8. Okay, you can refer to the slide. I just make it fast. 3 for each period. Okay, oh, it's quite small here. Okay, let me update it later on, don't worry. Okay, so the average percentage would be 80%. Average load 90%. Okay, I'm referring to this table. Okay, for someone that might lost, I'm referring to this table. Okay, so operating rate, just put it here, 90%. Okay, 90%. And with the air demand about 56 and 72. Okay, so this is the example for the period and the operation. So since we have only 6 compressor, okay, so 3 operate at period 1 and the 3 operate at period 2. Again, this is just an example, so you should key in the operating capacity. Okay, the operating capacity for each of the compressor. Okay, 170, 1870. Okay, for the period 1, and then for the period 2 we have bigger, because we have bigger demand. Okay, so this is the way how you key in. Okay, you can key in the operating pressure. Okay, the rest just leaving blank. Okay, and then we go to our last part, will be the control system and data monitoring. Okay, so we can choose any, maybe cement. Okay, so then you choose the data monitoring and measuring point. If you have it, okay, just choose yes. Okay, if you don't have, you might considering to have to install a new one, but you can always reach out our team for further consultation about it. Okay, so that is the end. Okay, I think we have been very fast to key in. Okay, so this is our okay, that is our RENKEI assessment tool for the compressor. Okay, capturing all the information about whether we can do, or whether you should apply RENKEI or you shouldn't apply RENKEI. Okay, so I think that's all for the air compressor. Thanks for watching.